This video demonstration shows a simplified example of security monitoring and alerting, which is a key concept in cybersecurity systems such as SIEM platforms. The example records login attempts and generates an alert when multiple failed logins occur within a short period of time. So first, let's have a look at the database. This is a simple database to store the login activity. The database contains a table called logging logs. Each record stores a unique ID for each log, the username used in the login attempt, whether the attempt succeeded or failed, and the timestamp when the event has occurred. Next, I created a simple login form. The form asks the user for a username and password, and when the user submits the form, the data is sent to a PHP script called login.php using the post method. In login.php, the username and passwords are stored into variables. Now, these are coming from the post data, which was the information that was received through the post data that was sent when the user submitted the form. So, for example, the password entered by the user is stored in a variable called password, which comes from post password field. The program then compares the entered password with the correct password that is stored in the application. Now, the correct password here, just for a simple demo, we made it password 123. If the passwords match, then the status is set to success. Otherwise, it's set to failed. Then every login attempt is stored into the login logs table. That means every successful or failed login becomes a log entry. And then after recording the login attempt, the program checks how many failed login attempts have occurred recently. It does this by querying the database and counting failed login attempts for the same user within the last 5 minutes. Now, this time window helps the system look for patterns of repeated failures occurring close together in time, which may indicate unusual activity. The program then evaluates the results of the query. If the number of failed login attempts within that 5-minute window is 3 or more, then the system generates a security alert. So I'll now simulate multiple failed login attempts. Let's first create our table. And now the table is empty. And with our PHP server running, I'm going to launch the login page. Now let's just say the user's test and the password. I'm gonna copy the password from here, which was password 123, from here. So let's just copy it. Where is it? Out here. Okay. And back to the login page. I'm going to enter a correct password. So entering correct password, we'll just go to the if clause here and says just record the login activity. So there is no count to this, so I can just keep logging in successfully. It's fine. I don't get an alert. Okay. And let's have a look at what this looks like in the database. If I refresh it, everything is recorded. It's an ID, the username, the status, and the timestamp. Next, I am going to then generate a failed login by typing the wrong password for the same user. So 1, 2, 3. Now I have the security alert. So let's have a look at the database. Let's refresh it. And for that user, I now have a failed attempt. So let's actually try it for another user. So let's say test 1. 1. Okay, 2. And sorry, that must have been, and 3. Now I get another alert for that particular user. Let's refresh. And then for that test one, I have also 3 failed attempts. So as you can see, after several failed attempts, the system generates a security alert. Now, this alert doesn't necessarily mean an attack is occurring. It simply indicates activity that may require further review by administrators or security monitoring tools. So this example demonstrates 3 important cybersecurity monitoring concepts. Number 1 is log collection, where systems record security-related events. Number 2, behavioral analysis, where logs are analyzed to identify patterns. And number 3 is alerting, where the system flags activity that may require investigation. In real environments, SIEM platforms perform these tasks at much larger scale across thousands of systems. I hope this video was helpful to you, and I'll see you in the next one.